best-of-5 series. We are predicting it goes the distance. We will see what happens. We are underway here in game one. Spare shot turned aside by Gino. Randolph-Macon coming off strong. Kale on the side wall for Catholic. Swings the ball around. On the side wall, Nick will pop off, just misplays it. Goes underneath the scoop as well. Going the distance and a good push aside by Nick for CUA White.
This is already just 30 seconds in, the fastest pace of the night so far. Shots being flung from all over the place. Lots of strong pace coming out from both sides. Again, this should be one of the best series of the night, guys, for any tuning in on chat. Both these teams quite good. Both these teams very capable of winning, and both these teams should be taking a lot of shots here tonight.
Kale coming up, puts the ball into the corner. The centering feed from Bear. Won't get it to go. Kale drops it in for CUA White, striking first. 56 seconds in, and it's 1-0 for Catholic University's white team.
Yeah, really good stuff there. Kale sending it off to Bear, and then Bear taking the shot, sending it back to Kale in the end, and Kale puts it away for the goal. CUA White in the lead, 1-0. 4 minutes left to go here in game one.
Bear looking to add another one on for Catholic, can't get it to go. Who plays it around Kale. Gino looking to even it up for Randolph-Macon, can't get it to go. Backboard, Gino going back in, can't get it to go, pushes it off to the side. Along the side wall, it's Bear. Let me get it on target, can't get it. Take out Big City Slams instead. Back into the corner. On the side wall, it's Scoop playing it back towards midfield. It's a big collision happens mid-air. May have thrown the player off as well. Couldn't see where the goal was. Bear with the clearance. It's on target. The demo coming out ensures nobody can get there, and Bear scores for Catholic, making it 2-0.
That is a huge demo. I believe it was Nick getting, yeah, there it is. Nick getting the demo, not allowing any kind of clearance. It would have been tight anyway unless the boost was there, but CUA White with that Nick demo ends up securing that second goal. Make sure it's a clean goal, and that's a 2-0 lead for CUA White. 3:12 left to go here in game one.
Big City Slams trying to get back, but turned into a Big City demolition. Couldn't get there in time. 2-0 for CUA. Scoop threatening for Randolph-Macon, but Bear will turn it aside. Kale on the side wall. Can't make anything happen as Gino challenges. Nick misplays the ball. Looking for that clearance. Big City Slams will pick it up. Can't get the roll off. Ball traveling all the way back to Randolph-Macon's defensive end. Nick is there looking to play it down to Kale. The shot from the angle makes it 3-0. For CUA White, approaching the halfway mark here in game one.
Nick going up high, not making contact, but it doesn't matter because it falls right in front of Kale. Kale takes the shot. CUA in the lead, 3-0, 2:35 left to go. Randolph has had a couple shots here and there, John, but CUA dominating so far halfway through game one.
It wasn't a miss, Joey. It was a decoy. It was a decoy. Made everyone think they were going for the high shot. Dropped it down, and CUA threatening again, back post. Scoop able to clear it out, but Kale will play it back in. CUA putting the pressure on Randolph-Macon. And Nick shot back post. Big City Slams is there. Kale centering shot won't go. Teammates from Catholic not there in time. Gino looks to pick the ball up, flips it over Bear, but Nick intercepts it midfield. Scoop onto the side wall. Kale off the backboard and into the corner. Gino's there for Randolph-Macon. All played into the corner. CUA looking for the clearance. Nick looking to go the other way. Has one player to beat. Gino is able to get up in time. Played into the corner. Gino, the shot! A big save from Bear. Keeps that clean sheet intact for Catholic. Bear with the clearance. Looks to go on the attack for CUA. Gino looking to hold on to possession. Nick intercepts it. Plays it high and wide. Bear the follow-up shot. Had Kale there, but Kale did not commit. Didn't think to get the ball in time. Probably the right call. Bear shot turned off to the side, as well as another demo comes out.
Yeah, it looks like both teams have settled in a bit. We did have quite a few high-flying shots there early on. CUA finding 3 goals out of them. But so far here, it looks like things have settled down. Both teams kind of getting a read on one another. 53 seconds left to go. CUA still in the lead, 3-0.
Kale into the corner. Looks to drop down. Bear is there, and a beautiful bang-bang play will make it 4-0 for CUA White.
And with a roaring shot, Bear says it's been silent too long on the scoreboard. Finds a 4th for CUA, now up 4-0. John, this was not how I expected this series to go. I expected it to be very tight. I expected a best of 5 going the distance. But so far here in game 1, CUA just absolutely dominating. Randolph-Macon having a hard time finding an answer. Getting close there with a shot from Scoop, but still being denied.
Randolph, I think CUA White may have been offended that we didn't pick them to win the series here. And who knows, maybe they found some spark here after that, but so far so good if you're rooting for CUA White. 20 seconds to go, up by 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Both these teams very strong, both these teams capable, but when it comes to game 1, CUA is just dominating. I'm curious if Randolph-Macon can come up with an answer going into game 2. 9 seconds left here and still no goals on the board for them. As I say that, Big City Slams putting that one away. Still down by 3. This is definitely going to be a CUA Game 1 win, but a little bit of momentum coming out in these final seconds for Randolph-Macon with that score.
Yeah, anything you can take into Game 2 is always good. Any kind of momentum. Not going to be able to come back from a 4-goal deficit. Making a 3-goal deficit can make you feel a little bit better about the loss. Take that momentum into Game 2. CUA White will take game 1 4-1, a solid performance from CUA White, and they'll take the series lead 1-0.
Yeah, John, I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. I thought these two teams would be competing a little bit stronger against one another here early on, but CUA really having the number of Randolph-Macon. Randolph-Macon finding a goal later on in the game, but again, a little too little, a little too late for them. We'll see if they can turn things around here in game 2. I feel like they need to play more aggressive.
Yeah, but again, if we're predicting a 5-game series, then, some teams have to lose. But yeah, I think the fact that it was 4-0 for quite some time, then a 4-1 final score here in game 1 was a little bit of a head scratcher. CUA really came out on the attack. They were flying well. They were passing well. Looked like the communication and the rotation was on point, and it resulted in a very solid performance. So now in game 2, we'll have to see how Randolph-Macon responds. Pulling the goal back here late in game 1, we'll see if they can take that momentum here into game 2 and try to pull the series even. Kale with the clearance to the side wall once again. Now into the corner. Shot, Big City Slams with the save. Along the side wall, it's Big City Slams. Looking for Gino, the shot back into the corner. And to be Bear scoring for Catholic White, opening it up just, we'll say 41 seconds if my math is correct. It's a little late, so it might be a little out there. 41 seconds and CUA White striking first.
Yeah, Bear getting a nice swipe on that one, giving CUA the lead once again. They found the lead in game 1, finding the lead here again in game 2. Now up 1-0, just about a minute into this one.
Kale putting the demo onto Big City Slams again. Bear getting the save. Big City Slams trying to pull one back for Randolph-Macon. Can't get it go under 4 minutes. Still plenty of time for Randolph-Macon to try to find a way back into the series.
Yeah, so far not finding too many shot opportunities. It's really been Catholic White dominating on the aggressive side of the ball. They've done a good job defending as well and able to just turn it back around. But Gino fills it off the wall. A little scoop action getting in there for the assist. And Randolph-Macon ties things up. 3:35 left to go here in game 2.
1-1, 3:35. Randolph-Macon showing some life here in game 2. A lot closer than what we were seeing there in game 1. Randolph-Macon Possibly taking some of that momentum from game one, that last consolation goal. Taking it here into game two. See if they can build upon it so far as the game is back to even. Gino, Big City Slams, the follow-up will go wide. Just over 3 minutes left, all even. Big City Slams. Looks to drop it down under the crossboard. It's Gino and Randolph-Macon with their first lead of the series and the first lead here in game two. It's 2-1, just under 3 minutes to go.
Getting the job done, taking the shot, heading up toward high on the crossbar there. Looks like CUA might have made some contact, but in the end, Randolph-Macon still gets the goal. Now in the lead, 2-1, 2:56 left to go here.
Just north of the halfway mark here in game two. Randolph-Macon finding some life. They're going to even the series up. And Scoop looks to go near post, can't follow it up. Gino trailing from behind, Nick with the save. Randolph-Macon's looking to extend that lead. Bear going aerial, can't make anything happen. Nick through midfield. Rolling all the way back. Kale will bounce the ball off, but it doesn't matter as Big City Slams comes in to make it 3-1 Randolph-Macon, 2:09 to go.
Yeah, that clearance was tough to watch. I don't know if Kale saw the blue card there, but Kale knocking it right into a Randolph-Macon player in the end, not finding the clearance they were looking for, and Randolph-Macon capitalized it, John. That's another goal on the board. Well, a little bit of a reverse from what we saw here in game one. Randolph-Macon finding ways to get their aggression into this game two, and so far through 3 minutes, now in the lead, 3-1, up by 2.
All going around the side. CUA White looking to pull one back, and they will. It's Nick just under the 2-minute mark. Cuts the lead to 1. CUA trying to make that comeback under 2 minutes to go.
Bear sending it in, and then Nick with the flick onto goal. It looks like it does make contact with Gino, but it was headed toward that goal frame regardless. It looked like it was going to be netted. CUA cutting the lead down a little bit. Randolph-Macon still up by 1. 1:52 left to go here in game two.
City Slams the ball back on frame. Clear out of the defensive end. Now it's Kale sending it back in. Play it just wide. Gino is there in the corner, but so is Bear. Nick, the strong shot, looking for the upper 90. Can't get it to go, but the follow-up. Scoop gets there, but not enough on the ball, and we're all even at 3 apiece. Just under 1:30 to go. CUA has tied it up.
It's a tough one. Nick getting the initial shot off. It looked like it hit upper post. The clearance not coming out there from Big City. Unfortunately, falling back toward the front of the goal and eventually becoming a shot that ends up in a resulting goal for CUA. All tied up 3-3, 1:21 left to go here in game two.
Bear for CUA. Looking to ride that momentum, looking for their first lead here in game two. Nick into the corner, looking for the centering feed, won't get it. Kale back in. Will pop it up off the ceiling, and the redirect crossbar won't go. Gino with the clearance. Kale's back in time to send it into the corner under 60 seconds. All even at 3 apiece. Big City Slams picks the ball up towards midfield. Gets pushed aside. CUA trying to go on the offensive. Scoop will pick it up, but the ball gets picked off by Nick right off the hood of the car. Into the corner. Too high. CUA will have to try to reset. They'll play the ball into the corner, but Big City Slams will pick it up. Can't get past Nick. Group misplays the ball. Gino to the side wall. Bear is there. Nick going aerial, looking for that back post shot. Won't get his go. Centering feed under 20 seconds. Goop. Off the ceiling, looks to flick it towards midfield. 10 seconds to go. Gino going up for Randolph-Macon. Into the corner, the centering feed. Lots of cars collide, not out of danger yet. The follow-up back post won't go. The ball is still alive. Big City Slams looks to drop it down, hits the ground. We're heading to overtime. All tied at 3 here in game 2.
Looked like a shot could come out there at the end. Unfortunately, teammate not able to get the car onto the ball as it falls down and the clock resets and sends us to OT. 3-3 though, Randolph-Macon looking a lot better here in game 2, able to bring a lot more aggression than we saw in game 1, but so far CUA staying in this one as well after that game 1 victory.
Big City Slams for Randolph-Macon looking to even this one up in the series. They need a win here in game 2. It's Bear trying to make something happen, but Gino back in time through midfield. Kale back on defense. Feathers it around. It's a dangerous shot, a big save by Bear. The follow-up from Big City Slams, and it's all even at 1 apiece in the series.
Big City Slams making a big city play, John, finding the goal necessary to tie the series, now 1-1. I was feeling nervous after game 1. Catholic came out and absolutely dominated. Game 2 was a lot closer to what I was expecting from the series, a lot more back and forth. We saw the tied scoreboard quite a few times there at that 3-3. In the end, went to overtime, and we do see Big City Slams slam it home for the side of Randolph-Macon, tying the series up.
All even at 1 apiece. 2 very different games from game 1 and game 2. Can only imagine what game 3 will bring us between both Randolph-Macon and CUA White. Let's go ahead and throw it into game number 3, which I'm being told is not ready to go. The players are still loading into that as well. So, Joey, all even at 1 apiece. So the 5-game series prediction is still intact. So we do have that. So that is well there. But okay, so now it looks like they are ready. A funny little voice in my head keeps changing things there for you. Back into game 3 here between Randolph-Macon and CUA White. Scoring is going to open up early. It's the hero from overtime. It's Big City Slam striking first.
Gino with a nice shot up there off the crossbar, and Big City Slams dunking it down, getting a nice bounce in his favor as well. I believe that was Barry in goal trying to clear it out. Unfortunately, the bounce going just over his head as Randolph-Macon breaks open the scoring just 8 seconds into game 3, up 1-0.
Now Bear going up for CUA White. Big City Slams doing it on both ends of the field. Scoring the goals and making the saves for Randolph-Macon. Dropping the shot down, bounce shot just too high, the clearance. Goop will play it back in. Gale sends the ball back towards midfield where Gino will pick it back up into the corner. Looking for the shot on the goal line, and Bear with a massive save. Randolph-Macon threatening. Riding high after that game 2 win. Gino with the save on Bear's shot. CUA down by 1, but still plenty of time to go with 4 minutes left, and Gino will tap home goal number 2 for Randolph-Macon. It's 2-0 with 4:02 remaining.
Yeah, good stuff here. Gino watching that ball, taking it off the wall, not overcommitting into that corner, and allows Gino to get the shot off in the end as well. Randolph-Macon up 2-0. Now, John, we've seen CUA in a similar position, and Randolph-Macon was able to fight back prior to. In this one in particular, though, Randolph-Macon with the 2-0 lead. I believe this is their biggest lead of the series so far, but we know the CUA team is very capable of scoring. We'll see if they can do it here with 4 minutes left to go.
Macon looking clear the defensive end. Big C Slam sends it around. Nick is there near post for the clearance. Scoop will play it back in. Not out of danger. Gino in the corner has 2 players to beat, and Kale will challenge for the clearance. Scoop picks it back up towards midfield. Nick once again will win it off the hood of the car. Looking to go the other way. It's on target, and Nick will tap it in. And CUA White is finally on the board. 3:29 to go. Cuts the lead to 1.
Nick with the little mistake over, or not even a mistake, but a knock into someone in mid there, and it allowed this whole play to happen. Nick follows the ball all the way, able to get the shot off in the end, finding the goal, cutting the lead in half. Randolph-Macon still up, but only up by 1 now. 3:29 left to go here in game 3.
All through midfield. Gino sends it into the corner for Randolph-Macon. Their lead now cut down to 1. Scoop stalemate with Kale. Kale will get the better of it afterwards. Gino picks the ball back up. Nick with the clearance. Back and forth for both of these teams. Kale now on the side wall. Off the backboard looking for the follow-up. Can't get it to go. Nick is there. Not enough momentum to get a shot off. The ball will be played into the corner. Nick retreating back on the defense, picks up full boost. Follow-up shot for Randolph-Macon goes too high and into the corners. The demo comes out onto Big City. Now Bear with a wide open goal, plays it too high, the drop down. Goop is there just in time. All played all the way to the opposite end. Big City slams off the backboard, the follow-up, no one was home. Nick now through midfield, keeps it in the air, bounces down at the last second, Scoop is there, pushes it aside. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Here in game 3, still a 1-goal game.
And the CUA side, I feel like Nick is a great tactical bumper, always finding ways to bump the side of Randolph-Macon when they're in a chance to either score a goal or to get a save opportunity off, and they make it a lot harder. Kale got a good demo back there as well earlier, and Nick with another demo coming up. The CUA side just knowing when to bump and demo players. It's only resulted in 1 goal here in game 3, but overall through the series, it's definitely been a difference maker.
Under 2 minutes to go, Nick with another save, keeping CUA alive here in game 3. And Gino comes in, trailing behind, makes it 3-1 for Randolph-Macon with 1:42 to go, and CUA now down by 2.
Scoop getting a little bit of a faux pinch off the wall there between 2 CUA players, able to come out with the ball and then trail it toward the center of that goal. Eventually, the goal comes through. Randolph-Macon up by 2 now, 3-1 on the scoreboard, 1:40 left to go here in game 3.
Through midfield, another demolition onto Nick by Scoop. Kale through midfield, Scoop picks it back up, looks to go on the offensive for Randolph-Macon, looking for Gino. Play the ball into the corner, off the ceiling and around. Randolph-Macon looking to apply that pressure, the centering feed, Kale is there for the clearance. Scoop behind will play it back in, it's a wide open net, but Nick flies in from the side, picks up another big save, keeps it a 2-goal game. 1 minute left here in game 3. Randolph-Macon looking to secure the game 3 win and take the lead in the series 2-1. Have to hold on for another 50 seconds. Kale and CUA White are trying to threaten Nick from the tough angle there, just not enough momentum for a shot there. Approaching the 30-second mark here, CUA White having to backtrack onto defense. Kale pushes it into the corner. 30 seconds to go, ball intercepted again. Kale had to make a save, pushed it aside. Big City slams down, shot crossbar. Can't get it to go. Ball's gonna go the distance, and Gino, a heads-up play, knock it off to the side. Duke with the clearance, under 10 seconds left. Randolph-Macon, 2-goal lead. Make it a 3-goal lead with 3 seconds left to go. It's Gino making it 4-1 for Randolph-Macon.
Such an interesting series so far. CUA dominating in game 1. We had a very, very tight game 2. And now Randolph-Macon looking very similar to the way Catholic did in game 1. I believe that was a 4-1 scoreline as well. Going into game 4, you wonder, does Catholic bounce back? Do we see this continue to shift back and forth? Or does Randolph close it out in 4? It's going to be a tough question to answer. Again, both these teams extremely capable. Both these teams able to put up quite a few shots. This game going in favor of Randolph-Macon, but the series, it feels like it could be anyone's game.
Well, even though both games were 4-1 for their respective winner, game 2, for whatever reason, felt a lot closer than game 1 did. It felt like it could have gone either way, but then Randolph-Macon just opened the floodgates and just ended the game, especially towards the last about 1.5 minutes there in game 3. So Randolph-Macon now with their first series lead, and they go on match point here against CUA White. And with the way they're playing, I mean, that's a very impressive back-to-back win they put up against CUA White. So they may have a chance to close it out here in 4 games.
Yeah, it's starting to look like Randolph-Macon ended up solving the problem that was CUA White from game 1. Again, game 2 is very tight, though. So this is the only one that's kind of the outlier. Like, Randolph-Macon has 2 wins, yes, in the series, but game 1 was very much not in their favor. Game 2 was extremely tight and was pretty much a coin flip on an overtime where Big City put it away. Game 3 was in favor of Randolph-Macon, so the momentum is there, but I don't feel like they've dominated Catholic outside of game 3, and even then they were equal in shots. It just so happened that Randolph-Macon ended up finding more goals in that game. So going into game 4, it feels like you could easily say 3-1 Randolph-Macon, but I would not be surprised to see Catholic tie the series back up either.
All right, game 4. Let's get right into it. Will CUA White be able to respond, or will Randolph-Macon take 3 straight wins against CUA to close this series out? We will find out here in the next 5 minutes. Scoop on along the side wall for Randolph-Macon. Flips it over one player. Kale is there on the goal line for the save. Randolph-Macon still coming in hot after those back-to-back wins, riding that wave of momentum. Gino looking to throw it back in, the centering feed, intercepted by Bear, looking to go the other way. Nick is there, will pop it up into the air. It's Kale. Can't get the shot on frame. Bear shot on frame. Big City Slams with a big save on the goal line. The follow-up Big City Slams is still there. Shutting it down now. Big City Slams going on the attack. Bear plays it into the corner.
I mean, Big City Slams to Big City saves, back-to-back great saves coming out there. Both great shots coming out from the CUA White side, but Randolph-Macon able to turn them away through Big City.
And Bear will get credit for the goal. CUA White striking first. The long-range uncontested clearance. Lower corner pocket makes it 1-0 CUA White.
Yeah, big goal there for CUA White, kind of playing into a little bit of that counter-attacking style. It doesn't end up as the prettiest goal, but CUA able to turn the aggression back around. Bear sends it all the way across the field. In the end, regardless if that ends up in a goal or not, you do end up shifting that aggression pretty quickly. Bear gets the job done, though, and takes the goal as well.
Bear for Randolph-Macon looks to even it up. Pardon me. That's Bear for CUA White, looks to double it up. For CUA, it is 2-0. CUA White looking strong here in game 4.
Bear slowly inching closer to that blue goal. The first one a long shot, the second one a little bit past midfield, and now ending up adding to that goal tally. 2-0 CUA White up in this one, 3:42. John, it feels like we almost forecasted it, that CUA was going to come back and be a little bit stronger. Oh, hello, Bear swipes another one. That's a trio. Hello. We have 3 on the board now. CUA White coming alive here in game 4. We said game 2 was close. We said game 1 was a dominant display by CUA White. It looked like Randolph-Macon was starting to run away in game 3, but again, that shot total was so close. I believe it was dead even. CUA White finding the goals here early in game 4, though.
Whatever momentum Randolph-Macon had has disappeared in a hurry here in game 4. 3 unanswered goals for CUA White. They are in full control. Randolph-Macon now has a lot of ground to make up if they're looking to close this one out in 4. Still plenty of time to go, just over 3 minutes. Kale, centering feed. CUA White feeling really good about what they've accomplished here so far. Scoop with the clearance. Kale is there, plays it along to the side wall. Through midfield, Scoop, and I believe that was Big City back on the goal line in case it got that far. Ball bouncing back and forth once again. Nick is looking for the cleanup, can't get there. CUA White once more goals. Randolph-Macon doing their best to stop it, approaching the halfway mark here in game 4. Ball sent all the way down to the defensive end of CUA White, and Gino will open it up for Randolph-Macon. Ball bounces up to that top corner, and it's 3-1, lead cut to 2.
Yeah, great shot coming out there. A little bit of a floater. It looks like Bear didn't quite get the clearance he was looking for in the end. Gino able to turn that one back on frame. It barely scoots up into that top corner, but ends up crossing the line in the end. CUA still up by 2, 3-1, 2:25 left to go here in game 4.
On the side wall, Bear beats one defender. Played into the corner. CUA White looking to clear their defensive end. Back through midfield. Gino will play it back in. The long range shot on target, but Kale is there. Perfectly plays that off to the side. The follow up. Kale once again with the clearance.
Kale gets the credit there, but I think some credit to Bear as well. It looked like a little bit of teamwork there. They kind of, it wasn't quite a natural pinch in Rocket League, but they kind of pincered that ball a little bit coming up for that save. So great team play there as well.
And the follow up, and Gino will tap it home. Assist from Big City Slams cuts the lead to 1 with 1:48 to go. Randolph-Macon not out of it yet.
You see teamwork on defense, and then you see it right again on offense from the side of Randolph-Macon. A pass to a player, to a pass to a player. Teamwork makes the dream work, and it ends up happening in the end. Randolph-Macon only down by 1 now, 1:44 left to go here. But again, CUA White has been raining down shots in this series. Yes, Randolph pulls another one back, but the CUA side may not be done yet either.
Follow from Scoop, back post, can't get it to go. Randolph-Macon putting that pressure on. Gino on the side wall, can't get there in time. Scoop backtracking back to the side wall. In the air, cleared out from CUA White. Now Big City Slams comes in. Rotation putting more pressure onto CUA White. Gino looking to drop it down. No teammate there to support. Will play it into the corner. Big City Slams a shot near post. Pardon me, back post would not go. Kale with the clearance, under a minute to go. Randolph-Macon down by 1, still plenty of time for Randolph-Macon to try to tie this one up. Big City Slams back in time for the save on Kale. Next follow-up won't go, but Kale's will whips around, follows up the initial shot, makes it 4-2 for CUA White.
Crucial goal coming out here. Nick getting the initial pass off. I believe a shot too is off camera there. Then Kale eventually rounding it up and sending it back toward goal. 4-2 Catholic in the lead. About 45 seconds left to go here in game 4. There is time for Randolph-Macon to tie things back up, but CUA continuing to pour on that pressure.
Just over 30 seconds left. Randolph-Macon down by 2, now down by 1. Scoop striking back. It's back to a 1-goal difference with 34 seconds left.
Scoop, there it is. Gino sends it back out. Scoop on the end of it, sends it back to goal. 3-4, that lead cut once again, down to 1 goal. 34 seconds left. Randolph-Macon, I believe that's 2 unanswered on the board. Can they find another to tie things up, or will CUA close out game 4? We have 30 seconds to figure it out.
30 seconds to go. Randolph-Macon still threatening. Big City Slams in the corner, challenging Kale. One control of the ball, but Bear follows it up. Knocks the ball loose. Through midfield is Gino. Plays it back into the corner. 15 seconds. The follow-up. Scoop drops it down. Big C slams the follow-up as well. Kale is there. Double saves. Coming out for CUA White, looking to hold on to the 1-goal lead and force game 5. Ball is still in the air. Randolph-Macon still has a chance. Scoop on the hood of the car, looking to dance it in. Last second flip into the corner. Gino keeps the ball in the air as well. It's gonna hit the ground. They just run out of time. Can't play hot potato enough keeping the ball in the air. And CUA White wins game 4, and we are heading to game 5.
The vital game 5 coming up. This is going to be a crazy one, John. CUA able to pull it back. CUA with a dominant game 1 display, a dominant game 4 display. Back and forth. We've seen the action. We saw Randolph-Macon take game 2 in a tight one with that Big City Slam overtime goal. Game 3 was heavily, let's not say heavily. The shots were pretty even, but goal-wise, Randolph-Macon heavily taking that scoreboard. Now into game 5, our prediction was 3-2 Randolph-Macon. Again, I think it's a coin flip on the winner. Both these teams phenomenal. If you go off momentum, Catholic White, but I think Randolph could pull this one back. I wouldn't be surprised to see this go to overtime for game 5 either, but I am going to stick with Randolph-Macon coming out on top.
We are sticking with Randolph-Macon as I have production laughing in my ear the entire time because they just threw us on screen without warning us. It's okay though, Joey, because we're heading to game 5 in this series. I cannot wait to see what happens here. This entire series comes down to this. It comes down to game 5. Will CUA be able to ride the momentum of forcing game 5 into a game 5 win, or will Randolph-Macon correct their mistakes in game 4 and take the win? We will find out here in the next 5 minutes, known as game 5. Soon as the players load in, we will be underway. And seconds in, no early goals as of yet. Kale picks the ball up through midfield into the defensive end. Big City Slams will take possession. Scoop coming in, can't get the shot off. Bear with the clearance. City Slams back on defense will play the ball through the defensive corner for Randolph-Macon, now back through midfield. All bouncing back and forth. Kale picking it up for CUA White. Scoop back towards midfield. Gino looking to pick it up. May have overshot the ball just a little bit. Big City Slams coming in to provide some help. Bear setting the shot up for Kale, sends it too high. Big City Slams with the clearance off the goal line, but Bear intercepts the ball, tries to play it back in. Kale and Gino fighting midfield. Goop will come to clear the ball into CUA's defensive end. Neither team has found the back of the net as of yet. Gino onto the side wall.
Yeah, very few shots coming out in general so far. A couple odd angle shots become easy saves for both teams. You do have the demo starting to come out now as well, though, as Kale forces this one into the blue corner.
Demo on the goal line. Kale taking Scoop out. Gino now onto the side wall. Trying to be patient through midfield, beats one defender. Scoop coming in, the shot, tries to tuck under the crossbar and will. And Randolph-Macon striking first against CUA White, just under 3 minutes to go. And Randolph-Macon's on the board.
Gino putting a little spin on that ball. Kale not able to clear it out in the end. Scoop gets on the end of it. It looked like CUA might have had a save opportunity there, unfortunately reacting just a little bit too slow as Scoop finds the goal. Randolph-Macon up 1-0 just 2 minutes into this one.
Gino through midfield, picks up full boost, dribbling on the hood of the car, trying to go coast to coast. Can't make it work though. Approaching the halfway mark here in game 5. Good passing from CUA White, just couldn't lead to a shot on target. They'll backtrack on the defense. Gino is there for Randolph-Macon, applying that pressure. Clearance for CUA White, looking for the tying goal. Just over 2 minutes left. Gino trying for the clearance. Big City Slams with the help. Kale will intercept it. Gino on the rotation with the clearance once again. Ball towards midfield, played off the side wall. Bear will pick it off and into the corner. CUA White still down by 1, has Kale, but Gino is there.
Kale with a rocket coming through there. A great shot, unfortunately finding a blue car of Randolph-Macon in the end. There were 2 there to get through. Kale not able to get it done as this one gets redirected. 1-0, Randolph still in the lead.
Just under 1:40 to go. Shot on target, turned aside by Bear. Off the ceiling, drops down. Bear will guide it in for CUA White. And 1:20 to go. It is all even at 1 apiece.
Bear taking that one off the ceiling, swiping it down and into goal. No one there to defend on the side of Randolph-Macon as Bear and CUA White tie things up 1-1, 1:20 left to go here in Game 5. John, what a tight series between these two. We've seen a couple, not quite blowout games, but a little bit closer than others on the scoreboard, as well as some that have been a little bit farther away with high shot counts overall. This one going the distance. We predicted it could even go to overtime. We don't know if it does, but 1 minute left here, 1-1. This one, these two teams are just so exciting to compete against one another, and it's so fun to watch.
Under a minute to go, all even at 1 apiece. Bear for CUA White, turned aside by Scoop. Ball dropping back down. Nick has a chance. Pushed aside once again. Bear shot turned aside as well. Big City Slams can't get it past Kale. Kale's going up. The shot goes wide. CUA threatening. 30 seconds to go here in Game 5. Nick can't get there. Scoop will beat him to the ball. Big City Slams through midfield. Trying to be patient. Kale takes the ball right off the hood. Under 20. Bear shot off the post. The follow-up from Kale. It's going to drop in with 13 seconds to go, and CUA White has the lead.
John, our predictions on the line, and we could get our first one wrong. We hit the series going 5, but CUA White taking the lead here, up 2-1, 13 seconds left. Will Randolph-Macon find the answer? They got to do it very quickly if they're going to.
Off the face-off there with the clearance under 10 seconds. Scoop back on defense. Big City Slams tries to play the ball up through midfield. He'll roll up into the corner. The last chance for Randolph-Macon. The centering feed, back post will hit the ground. And CUA White has defeated Randolph-Macon 3-2 in a 5-game thriller.
Well, John, I would lie if I didn't say I was bummed that we ended.